What up, guys? It's Zanzibar09 with Zanzibar09 Gaming, bringing you guys another God Guide. We're gonna go with a Guardian. This time it's gonna be by far one of my favorite Guardians. We have Sylvanus, the Keeper of the Wild, or AKA what everybody likes to call him is Groot, or the Tree Man, whatever. I am Groot, whatever. But anyway, let's dive right into him, get to know him. A lot of people, this guy is underrated, is what I would say. A lot of people think he's trash, but he just got a buff. He was already good before the buff, and now with the buff, I believe he's not ridiculous. He's in a good spot, but he can be a nuisance. I'll explain why. Now, going into real quick, I made a video on Fafnir, and I totally forgot to explain Watcher's Gift. So Watcher's Gift is what it does. It's a starter item, and basically what it does is being within the assist range of a minion or a jungle camp, death without dealing the killing blow will grant you 4 bonus gold as well as 7 health and 7 mana. Very nice item, very great starter item if you are a Guardian. If you're playing Conquest, or not even, I use them without even playing Conquest. Starter items are good, guys. Use your starter items. Starter items help a lot, especially on Guardians, because you already are going to be a really low level and you're going to have a hard time getting gold. You need to get starter items, especially Watcher's Gift. So now let's actually go into his abilities. So first one, Nature's Protection. Enemies that successfully land a basic attack on Sylvanus have a 25% chance to be rooted for 1 second. This may only happen once every 12 seconds. So you can see there's a little tree, little branch right there with ooze, I guess. I don't want to say ooze. I'm trying to find the right word, like sap. I'll say sap. Sap, green sap in the middle. When that's full, your passive's ready to go. Whenever they hit you, they got a 25% chance to be rooted. Let me come over here by this raw and see if you can see what that looks like. It'll be like little branches coming out from the ground. Come on, raw. Hit me. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Yeah, the passive is trash. Passive just sucks. I don't even think he's gonna get rooted. This is terrible. This is just awful. I mean, look at this guy. He should be rooted. That's embarrassing. I'm ashamed. That's trash. That's trash, Smite. That's really trash. Anyway, that's passive. I assure you, it is not that bad as what I just made it look like. You'll see in games I play that people actually get rooted, and I'll make sure I put clips in where their people get rooted. It's not that bad. I don't know what. It's a raw bot, guys. We all know what raw bots are like. They're awful. So going into his square. So his square is Sylvanus throws a seed to a target location. If it hits an enemy, they will take damage and become rooted. If the seed lands on the ground, after 5 seconds, it will grow into a flower that provides MP5 to nearby allies. The pod can be destroyed by basic attacks. When that happens, it explodes and releases poison spores that reduce protections of nearby enemies. So, as you can see there, when you stand inside the flower, it's going to give you a 20 MP5 increase. The protections reduced are going to be 25 at rank 5 for 5 seconds. And here's the root duration. So I'll show you what it looks like on my raw. This will actually root it. So you see how it gets rooted there? And you see like little branches coming out? So those branches and that root is exactly what the root from the passive will look like. So that right there, he's rooted. Whenever they hit you with a basic and they get rooted, that's what it's supposed to look like. So, there it is. I mean, take damage, he gets rooted. Very, very annoying. As well as, I'll show you what it does when you put it on the ground. So you throw it on the ground, you let it sprout, and then as soon as it sprouts, this whole area right here, if you're in this area, you will gain 20 MP5. You can see it right there. I was getting mana. The best thing to do with this is, whenever you're playing a game with towers in your early game, so you know your Joust, your Clash, your Siege, your Arena, or not Arena, I'm stupid. Anything but Arena, basically. That's what I meant to say. All you have to do, really, is throw a seed in your tower. So say this is like my tower's right here, right? I'm the tower. Here's the tower right here. You throw the seed by the tower or in the tower area, and then you can just stand in it and clear the minions while getting mana. This is probably one of the best things to do. Anything? I'm just trying to think and see if there's anything else on his square that I can think of. I think that's it. If I remember, I'll come back to something. So his X. His X is going to be his wisps. So Sylvanus released whips that seek out nearby enemies and allied gods. Allies are healed and protected while enemies take damage over time. So as you can see there, the damage is going to be dealt every 1 second for 5 seconds. Your heals are going to be the same every 1 second for 5 seconds. And your allies are going to gain 30 protections for 5 seconds. Yes, that is magical and physical protections for 5 seconds. So that will... I can't use it on minions. You can't use it on minions. You cannot use your X on minions either. You can use your square on minions, so I can root the minions, but I can't use my X to damage them. I'll just show you guys. Some people don't believe me. They're like, nah, you can do it. Here we go. So there it is. You see, I'm healing myself, but I can't do it on minions, and then I can root the minions and do that. So there's his square and his X. But you can also, it's only damaging gods. So your X can only be used to damage gods. I'll show you right there. You see the wisps come out and tick on them, as well as get heals. Now his X, his wisps are like, who am I thinking of? Chiron. I did a video on Chiron, and I thank somebody for commenting on it and correcting me. Well, yeah, it was a correction slash, it was kind of like I didn't really know. But like he said, as if you hit 6 minions and 5 enemy gods, you're going to shoot out 11 arrows. It's the same thing with Sylvanus. Anything that is in this area, guys, and 5 enemy gods, there will be 10 wisps coming out. 5 to heal my allies, 5 to hurt the enemy gods. So that is, we'll just clarify that up. Moving on to his circle. Nature's Grass. Sylvanus Trent launches from his hand out in front of him. The hand stops at the first enemy god hit, stunning them and pulling them back towards Sylvanus. I think I could do it through walls, yeah. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you glitch the game. So that's basically how it works. It's a straight line attack. Throw them out, they get grasped, and you can bring them in and do a bunch of combos with them. As you can see, you can grab people through walls. Yes, this is ridiculous, people. You can grab people through walls and it will bring them on the other side of the wall. I'll try and do some of this in videos and put a video clip so you can actually see how it works, but I mean, you just saw it right there. I just dragged both these Odins out of here onto the other side of the wall. Hopefully I don't glitch the entire game out. That's really it. I mean, honestly, I think this ability is useful, but I think it's kind of useless. But it's not totally useless, if that makes sense. You can set up a lot of your other powers using your circle, but it doesn't do any damage. It's just a stun with a pull. That's it. That's all it does. His last ability is his triangle, Wrath of Terror. So Sylvanus Trent slams his trunks into the ground, causing thorny roots to come up. Enemies hit are knocked up in the air and poisoned. So it's a poison tick for 1 second every 5 seconds. If you're in this area, it'll look like this. So it knocks you up and puts a dot damage on you and poisons you and things like that. That's Sylvanus's abilities. I'll show you some combos. First, I want to kind of talk about it a little bit. He's more of a he is a real crowd control CC based character. He's really good at stealing kills. So if you play with a lot of people who complain about kill stealing, I would probably not recommend playing with Sylvanus, just because, as you see his ult there, does a tick damage. So if they're getting away, they can get ticked. You can use your X to tick them as well, and do more tick damage. So he's really good at stealing kills, but he's just like a nuisance and a bully, because so here's one example that you can hit, and you can do this vice versa backwards. So you can do your circle into your root, and then go into your X if you wanted to. You can go grab into the root, or you can do it vice versa. You can go root into the grab, and then your X if you want to. Now that's if you're more concerned about doing damage. I have played damage Sylvanus, guys. I have played mid lane Sylvanus, solo lane Sylvanus, and support Sylvanus. There's no way in hell you can jungle with Sylvanus, although I'm going to try that. I will try that one day. But majority of the time, the best thing to do is, pull in and then root, so your team can do damage, and you want to try and save your heals for your teammates that need your heals. Don't be that Sylvanus that's trying to do damage and ignore healing your teammates. Or you can do the same thing. Stun them, drag them in so your teammates can heal him, and as he's running away, just use your basics. That's combo. So you can do the exact same thing, but this time you add your ult into it. So what I like to do is, see, what a lot of people do is, okay, I'm going to circle into the root into my ult, which is great, but here's something better. Circle into the ult and then root them right on the ground immediately. Because see, if you notice, your root only lasts 1.25 seconds. That's pretty quick. So if you root and then pull and then ult, they're going to get knocked up, but they can immediately start running away. But if you ult then root, they're stuck there for 1.25 extra seconds, taking more damage, and they can be poked out. I think that's really it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's so many things that you do. Like, once you start playing this game for a long time, there's so many things that you do, like, by habit and, like, subconsciously. So it's hard for me to think of exact things. Like, that's why I always try to put video clips of me playing with these characters at the end of these videos. I'll merge clips of me playing so you guys can kind of see how I play, because there might be something I forget, there might be something I talk about but I can't really explain, and it's just better for you guys to see it. But that's where the combos with Sylvanus, root, we can do it like this. I'll show you. So you saw the first one where I pulled them in, ulted, and then rooted. So we'll do the same thing. You can root, pull in, and thing, but you see how he starts running away immediately? Like, it's effective. It's still effective, don't get me wrong. I would recommend this. If you're going to play him, if you're having a hard time using your circle move, if you're having a hard time being able to pull them, then by all means, root them first and then pull them, because it's a hell of a lot easier. The best way I can tell you to be good at your circle pull is to try and do it through walls. Like if you know he's on the other side of the wall, just pull him through the wall. Like, they won't be able to see you. Or the hard part is try and predict where they're gonna go. Although this is sometimes I get annoyed because I'm too smart for my own good, because I'll predict like right here and he'll just stop. I'm just like, damn it. But that's basically it on his abilities. Going into builds, obviously you're going to want to build, well, not obviously, but I still build these reinforced greaves, man. I've heard a lot of people talking about that they're trash with 3.1 update. I still build them. Not only do they give me protections, you got to remember, Sylvanus has no escape. I don't have escape. I'm a big ass tree. I can't do anything. I have no escape, so I have to take hits and run away. So I need protections. That's why I build these greaves. Okay, so your first item for me is always going to be greaves. Your second item, majority of the time, is going to be my Lotus Crown. What this does is any god affected by your heals gains plus 20 physical protections and plus 20 magical protections for 5 seconds. This can work with your X ability, giving them 30 protections. So if you heal somebody, you're going to give them your 30 plus your 20 from your Lotus Crown. So that's 50 physical, 50 magical protections for 5 seconds for your allies. That is extremely helpful. As well as you get 60 magical power and 20 MP5. My next item is really dependent on the situation. Like I said, it's all situational who I'm going against. If I'm going against more physical, I'm going to build Breastplate of Valor. Get them cooldown reductions on my heals. I can heal my teammates more. I can heal myself more. I can root more, etc., etc. If I'm going against more magical, I'm going to go with the magical defense, like maybe a Pestilence if there's a healer, or a Bulwark of Hope. Or if there's kind of a mix of both, I'm going with Hide of the Urchin. Let's just say there's both. We're going to go with Hide of the Urchin. Okay, so now you got your protection item again. So, these also work on yourself. So, if you see there, that little shield right there, that's my Lotus Crown. So, whenever you X yourself, you also gain the protections. You gain the 30 protections, and you gain the 20 protections from Lotus Crown as well. So now I got plethora of protections. I'm good. So my next item you're going to want to get is going to be, if I can find it, I'm going to have to use it here, is going to be your Rod of Asclepius. So it gives you 75 magical power, 10% movement speed, as well as the healing and health regeneration of allies within 70 units is increased by 25%. Bam, you get increased healing for your allies. Bada bing, bada boom, we're good. And then from there, I'm probably going to build Breastplate for cooldown. And then your last item is really a toss-up. I mean, it depends. You always have your Wing Blade right here. You have Witch Blade. You can go into, you can go into Void Stone, or you can build a damage item. It's really up to you on your last item what you want to do. For me, it's situational. If I'm finding that these 5 items right here are providing me plenty enough protections, I might go with something offensive. I might even be grimy and go with this right here. If you guys don't know what Chronos Pendant is, it reduces your cooldown even more. So now I got 10-second cooldown on my heal. I got a 7-second cooldown on my root. And we're rocking and rolling at this point. So your relics, obviously you want Curse. You're going to want to Curse on him to slow people down, or in a sprint. Or I'll go Curse and, yeah, I can't believe this one. Curse and Blink. There's nothing more savage than the Blink ultimate with the Sylvanus. They're in a tower, they got low health. This is what we do to them. Blink, ult, root, and then go to work, baby. Also, another item is your slow rod. I don't know what's called, rod of something. I'm about to look it up. I call it slow rod just because it's so easy to remember. What is it? Gem of Isolation. Alright, you buy the Gem of Isolation. This thing is so OP on Sylvanus because every time that tick happens, they're slowed. Slow. You hit them with your ult, they get ticked. Slow. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, if you look at it like this ticks for 5 seconds. They're slowed for 5 seconds by 25%. That's ridiculous. 25% slow for 5 seconds. So, this is honestly what my build would look like. My normal defensive build. Build Sylvanus. I might mix and match a couple items, but that's basically it, guys. Like I said, as always, like, comment, subscribe, help me out, let me help you guys get better. And then at the end, I'll attach some videos, some clips of me playing with Sylvanus, so you guys can see how I play with him. I might even attach some damage Sylvanus clips. I like playing damage Sylvanus. His ult is just ridiculous when you build a lot of damage. But I'll attach some clips here and there and see what you and see what I get. I might try jungle Sylvanus. I might try that. We'll see. But anyway, guys, it's already been 19 minutes. I'm talking way too long. I'm trying to cut these videos down in time. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, everything. I'll catch you guys later.